Exercise 10.1 problem 6 solution. Draw the graph of y equal to x square minus x minus 8 and hence solve x square minus 2x minus 15 equal to 0. As I have been telling in the past, if they give us only this equation and asking us to solve, then all we need to do is that take this as y equal to x square minus 2x minus 5 and draw the graph of that equation. And that graph will cut the x-axis at 2 points, and those 2 points are the solution for the given equation. But here they are asking us to draw the graph of this, and using this graph we'll have to solve this. So the trick is we'll have to write this equation in terms of this equation. So there are two methods to do it. One is substitution, the other one is subtraction. I'll tell you both, but I prefer to do the subtraction because that's much easier. Okay, so in the first step what we'll do is that we will write this equation. Okay, x square minus 2x minus 15. This can be written as, write this equation. Okay, x square minus x minus 8. This I'll tell you how to do. Now compare this. Okay, this we have straight away brought it down, right? Right? We want to write this in terms of this. So what we'll do is that we'll write this first step and then compare this with this. See, x square and x square, okay, fine, but we have minus 2x here, we have minus x here, which means we'll have to add one more minus x to make it equal. Next we have minus 15 here and we have minus 8 only here, so which means we'll have to subtract minus 7 to make it minus 8 minus 7 is minus 15, right? So these two needs to be added to this to get this. That's how you need to do. Okay, so now what can we do? This is x square minus x minus 8 is nothing but y. So this whole thing can be replaced as y, right? So this will become y minus x minus 7 equal to 0, or y will be equal to x plus 7. So what have we done? We have written this equation which needs to be solved in terms of this. So this equation is basically y equal to x plus 7. We have got this. Now what will we do? We'll have to draw a graph of this and draw a graph of this. This is a straight line and this is a parabola. So these two will intersect at 2 points, and the x values of those points are the solution, right? But this is by substitution. Next I'll do it by subtraction method. That is much easier. So what do? We write the given equation here and the equation which needs to be solved below that. But only thing is that bring the 0 the right hand side here under the y. Okay, so you'll have to write as 0 is equal to x square minus x minus 15. Subtract this from this. So y minus 0 is y. X square and x square, when you subtract, it will cancel off. Minus x minus 2x. So what will happen? Minus x plus 2x, right? So minus x plus 2x is x. Minus 8 minus 15. So it will become minus 8 plus 15. So minus 8 plus 15 is 7. So you get y equal to x plus 7. So you see both are the same. But only thing is that this is done by substitution, this is done by subtraction. Okay, right? The only thing is that when you write the second equation, the equation which needs to be solved, you'll have to write as 0 equal to x square minus 2x minus 15. That is 0 must be underneath the y. That's all it is. Now we have two equations. So we need to draw the graph of this equation as well as this straight line. These two will intersect, and that is a point solution. But before that, we'll have to find the roots of this equation by algebraic method. Why do we need to find? Because we want to have the range of x values in a graph which will encompass the roots. Okay, otherwise it's little difficult. So what will you do? We will find the roots of the equation algebraic method. This is basically we are using the formula method. So here a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2, c equal to minus 15. So substitute that. I hope you remember what is the formula. Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4 into a into c divided by 2a, right? So putting our values, what will happen? Minus b, that is minus of minus 2, plus or minus b square minus 2 the whole square minus 4 into a is 1 and c is minus 15 divided by 2 into a, this 1. So this will become 2 plus or minus 2, this will become 4, 15 4s are 60. This is minus into minus will become plus. So 60 plus 4 is 64, and 2 into 1 is 2. So this will be 2 plus or minus root of 64 is 8. So 2 plus or minus 8 by 2. So the roots will be 2 plus 8, 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5, or 2 minus 8 is minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3. So these are the two roots. So what do we normally do? We select the x value between minus 3 and 3. But you see this value will lie outside the range. So in our case, we'll have to make it at least up to 6, positive 6, and on the negative side minus 4. Okay, so that is why I'm doing this step, extra step, for you to make out where the roots are, to find the range so that it encompasses the roots. Okay, now we'll go ahead and prepare the table. So y equal to x square minus x minus 8, and we know we want to have it from minus 4 to 6. If you have too many points, you can actually, what I've done, you can take off 1 or 2 points out of this actually, right? So okay, if you find, so minus 4, minus 2, if you want, you can take it off. I'll leave it to you. Okay, but little more points will get the curve a little smoother. That's all it is. Okay, so as usual, the first row is all the x values, second row is x square, third row is minus x, fourth row is the constant, and fifth row is the y, right? So now this is constant, so we can fill up all the remaining cells with the constant. Now this is x, so x square is 16, minus 3, 3 square is 9, minus 2 square is 4, minus 1, so minus 1 square is 1. Like that, you can fill up the squares of these values in these cells. Next is minus x, right? So basically, you'll have to multiply all this value with minus 1 and write it here. So minus 4 into minus 1 is 4. Minus 3 into minus 1 is 3. Basically, change the sign. So this will become 2, this will become 1, 0, but this is positive, this will be minus 1. Okay, because you multiply with minus 1. 2, you multiply with minus 1, it will become minus 2. 3 minus 3, 5 minus 5. You are basically changing the sign. That's all, putting the value as it is. Now this is a constant, so we don't need to do anything. Now we want y is x square minus x minus 8, right? So addition of these three terms. Similarly, here the values, you'll have to add these three terms to get the value of y. So 16 plus 4, 20, 20 minus 8 is 12. 9 plus 3, 12, 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 minus 8 is minus 2. Like that, you can fill up get the remaining values in these cells. After that, now you have the x value and you have the y value. So you can form the points, the pair of x, y value. So minus 4, 12 is 1 point, minus 3, 4 is 1 point, minus 2 and minus 2 is another point, minus 1 and minus 6 is another point. Like that, you can get all the pairs and list it out here. Next, we'll come to the straight line. Y is equal to x plus 7. Here, as usual, we'll select it from minus 2, and actually we need minus 3, right? But it's okay. In a straight line, even 3 points is good enough, because it'll not change. But in a curve, it is, if you don't draw a smooth curve, it might change a little bit. Instead of getting, you'll get 4.9. So that is why I want to be very particular of introducing that root value also in our values. So here let's take minus 2 to 5, right? And so these are the x values. The constant, this is plus 7, so we'll have to write constant here, 7 7 in all the cells. So adding these two, we'll get the y value, right? So we have to add these two. Minus 2 plus 7 is 5, minus 1 plus 7 is 6, 0 plus 7 is 7. Like that, you can get these two cells filled. So what are the points of the straight line? Minus 2 5, minus 1 6, 0 7, 1 8, 5 and 12. So now we have both the plots, the points of the straight line as well as the parabola. Next, what do we need to find? We need to find the scale. So what is the lowest value? Scale is for both. We have to have one scale, right? So we'll have to take x value. What is minimum here? Minus 4. What is minimum here? Minus 2. So this is the least value. So with this, minus 4. Positive maximum is 6 here. Maximum is 5. So this is greater. So the x value is varying from 6 to minus 4. So we can have a maximum minus minimum is 6 minus minus 4. That will become 6 plus 4, 10. And 10 also you can have 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, because 10 centimeters is available, right? So x-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now coming to y, what is the maximum? Maximum here is 22, and minimum here is minus 8, right? And anything else, the maximum is 12 here, so this is covered. Minimum, there is all positive, so this is the least value of both the straight line and the curve. So what is the maximum minus minimum? 22 minus of minus 8, so it will become 30. 30 means we'll have to have 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. So the x-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, y-axis is 1 centimeter equal to 2 units. And if you see, x goes up to minus 8. So in a scale, in the y-axis negative, you plot up to minus 10, right? And x, we can, as usual, we'll take it minus 6 to 6. Right? So here we go. The x-axis ranges from minus 6 to 6. Y-axis ranges from minus 10 because we have a point at minus 8, right? And we go up to 24 because 22 is a point. Right? So y-axis, every centimeter is 2 units. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12 goes up to 24. And the negative side, 0, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6 to minus 10. This is the intermediate value, that is half of this 2. In this case, this represents 3. In your graph, it will be much easier because you have all, it's more divisions. I'm not using the graph sheet because it will be very cluttered. Right, now we have the x-axis and the y-axis. We got the unit scale. Now we'll have to start plotting. Okay, here we have plots. So first plot, minus 4 and 12. X is equal to minus 4, y equal to 12. Where is x? Okay, x is equal to minus 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, somehow that point is missing there. 4 and 12, y equal to 12, right? So you come here horizontally, it will intersect it. Actually, this is the point. The point is missed by mistake. I have not plotted. So this goes up, it will intersect at one point. So this is the point 4, 12, right? Next, let's take minus 2, 2. X is equal to minus 2. Y equal to minus 2. So this is minus 2. Y equal to, right, 0 and 2, right? So this is minus 2. So you come horizontally here and vertically down. So this is the point. Minus 2, 2. Now let's take 1 and minus 8. So x is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, right? This is the point. So horizontally come down, so come to the right and vertically come down. Actually, again, this by mistake, these points are missing out. Okay, I did some correction. I removed all the markers, looks like. Okay, so this is the point 1, 8. So like that, you can complete the remaining points for the curve. Now coming to the straight line, minus 2, 5. X is equal to minus 2, right? And y is equal to 5, right? 5 is here. So horizontally come to the left and this goes up, you meet this point. This is minus 2, 5. Now let's take 5, 12. X is equal to 5 and y is equal to 12. So here we have 5 and here we have 12. On the 12 come right horizontally and from 5 go up, it will meet at one point. So that is the point. So similarly, you can plot the other points and connect all these points by a straight line. If you have done your calculation correct, you'll get a simple straight line. And the same goes for the curve also. If some of the points are not falling on the smooth curve, something is wrong in your calculation. You have to check that point. So now you see both the line is smooth, it's a straight line, and the curve is also smooth. And they intersect at this point 5, 12 and at this point 3, 4. So these are the two intersecting points. And the x value of minus 3 and x value of this intersecting point 5 is the solution for the required equation. You got it? So the points of intersection is minus 3, 4 and 5, 12. The x values of minus 3 and minus 5 is the solution of this equation. So solution set is minus 3, minus 5. Okay. So I hope it's clear. So how did we do? Let's recollect. So what we did, first we'll have to, because we are asked to draw a graph of this and then solve this, write this equation in terms of this equation. You are doing it by substitution or by subtraction. I prefer subtraction, it's easier. So when you do that, you get a straight line equation. So which means we'll have to draw a plot of this and a plot of this. These two will intersect at 2 points and that is the solution. But a shortcut is we will find the roots using algebraic method. So once we know that, we can select the range of the x and find the suitable, the equivalent values of y, frame the plots or list out all the points and fix the scale, plot them, and you'll be able to see it intersects at 2 points. And take the x value of those 2 points, that is the solution of the given or the required equation. I hope it's clear. If not, please go through one more time and try it out. Unless you try it out, it will not become clear. Okay, thanks for watching this video.